Hi, my name is Dr. Ann Taylor, and I'd like to just have an informal chat with you about resistance and emotional blockages. I have found that there are times when I want to start a new project. It can be anything from maybe knitting a sweater to returning to graduate school or anywhere in between. And at first, I'm very excited about it. And after a period of time, what happens? I start to feel some resistance. Has that ever happened to you where you're starting something very important? It could be a diet where you really want to get into shape, really take ownership of your health, and a couple weeks into it or a couple days even into it, it's like, this was not such a good idea. The ego is kicking up a fuss and telling you what a bad idea this is. Well, what's the source of the resistance? Typically, it's something unconscious, that something either happened to us or there was some traumatic event, big or small, that causes these blockages. And I'll give you an example from my own life. When I was, just second or third grade, I wanted to join the chorus. It sounded like a lot of fun to sing with the other kids. And there were tryouts. So I tried out for chorus. And I was told, no, you can't sing. No, thank you. So I wasn't admitted to the chorus. Now, that may not happen today because there's a greater sensitivity, particularly at that age, of inclusion. But that was not the case for me. And it still holds a pretty powerful memory about I couldn't sing good enough. My voice wasn't good enough. So there's some kind of shaming that happens, lack of self-worth, that underlying feeling I'm not good enough. And so whether it's a relatively small trauma like that, or perhaps a parent telling you how stupid you are, or heaven, we all know that there's a lot worse that happens too. Wherever it is on the spectrum, it gets registered in our unconscious mind. And often we'll forget about it, we just go on, but all of a sudden something comes up where you have to speak your truth, in my case, and I don't. In relationships, in marriage, that's now ended, I didn't stand up for myself. I allowed to be talked to in certain ways or treated in certain ways, and I didn't resist or speak up. Or working in engineering at the senior level, where I worked almost exclusively with men and not always speaking my truth about pay or whatever the case was. And eventually, I got a disease of the throat, the fifth chakra, an autoimmune disease. So underneath the disease is stress, and I really do believe it was from not speaking up. So that's just one example. There's many, many ways that resistances can get lodged in our bodies. And I do believe it takes the body, the soma, to release the traumas that were done. Talk therapy may have its place, but I believe that if you don't get the body involved in the healing process, you're not going to really get to the core and the root. So that's why I teach and practice on a daily basis Kundalini yoga and meditation. And ironically, my spiritual name is Hada Kirit, which means one who sings God's praises. And so I thought at first that was kind of a cosmic joke, because I have had to work on my voice because I lacked the confidence, and I still work on it. But now when I'm leading a class, I encourage everyone to go deep into their belly. It's no throat singing. We're going for the gut, and we're finding our authentic voice and we're bringing it forward. It doesn't matter how it sounds to anybody else. I realized God gave me a voice of my own. It's a unique voice. Maybe you prefer the term unit of consciousness or universe, but I'm talking about the same creative principle. So now I own my voice, doing videos or whatever it takes to communicate effectively, to speak my truth. And so I also like to, because of my high-tech background, I also like to use heart math biofeedback training so that I can actually quantify what I'm doing. And so over the years, I have formulated, I've taken the things that have really worked for me, and I've put together unique programs to work with other people. And so I work with people one-on-one to get to the bottom of the stress, the high-functioning anxiety, the stress-induced depression, which are all blockages. The energies are blocked, and you're not operating at your laser light potential. So if you'd like to join me, contact me on the website, and I'd love to chat with you, or just give me feedback what's working for you. And I hope that you unblock all your resistances. I continue to work on mine, and I just wish you a wonderful day. Thank you.